Hello everyone, Tawana Michelle here, narcissistic abuse recovery coach and mental health therapist, and I am back with another video for you guys. And today I am going to talk about 5 lessons that I learned about narcissistic abuse in 2021. I am very happy to say that 2021 has been an extraordinary year for me in terms of recovering from narcissistic abuse and just making an exceptional amount of growth in my overall mental health, in my healing journey. And I think I've actually gotten to a place that I wasn't quite sure was possible during the beginning of my process of healing. There have been good moments, there have been bad, there have been, steps forward, there have been relapses. And then in 2020, things started to kind of stabilize. And then in 2021 was when I really made a huge leap in my healing. And I will tell you some of the things that I've learned about narcissistic abuse recovery. And I think that these are the things that really help to get me like over that hump. Sometimes it's like you're getting there, you're getting better, you're feeling good, you're loving yourself, you're not contacting the narcissist, you've gone on with your life, but you still don't feel quite well. I mean, there's a difference in feeling like you're not stuck in your dysfunction anymore. You're changing your patterns. You're no longer sick as far as being pulled towards toxic relationships, but that doesn't mean that you're healthy and you're well and you are wanting more and creating better experiences in your lives. So in 2021, that's kind of where I am at, or was at if you're watching this in 2022. I kind of took the shift from doing the work inward and seeing the fruit of it. And I just want to share some of the things I learned with y'all and some of the things that helped me. So the first lesson that I learned about narcissistic abuse recovery in 2021 is that it does get better if you keep doing the work. There were many times I wanted to give up because I just felt like this is too much, it's too painful, it's always going to be there. And I'm not saying that it completely goes away. You obviously don't forget, right? You have the memories, but the memories are properly processed so that they're just that, they're memories. I can have a memory of the abuse. I can have a memory of that person. I can have a memory of some of the horrific things that happened, and I don't get an emotional response. I'm not falling apart. I'm not having a panic attack. I'm not having nightmares about this person. Some of the things that happened earlier in my recovery, and I remember thinking, I'm just going to have, moments where I don't do too well. This is going to come back up and I'm going to struggle. And that's just not necessarily true. I mean, if you don't really find what helps you truly heal, then that may be true for you. And that may have been true for me had I not found something that kind of pushed me forward, which I will talk about. But you don't have to suffer. You don't have to always live with the pain. It is possible to heal and move forward and not feel debilitated at times by these thoughts, by these memories, by your past. You are no longer bound by your past when you completely heal. And I didn't think that was possible. And that's one of the major lessons that I've learned in 2021, that it is possible to fully heal. Not just kind of, but fully heal. The second lesson that I've learned about narcissistic abuse recovery in 2021 is that it is impossible to heal alone. You may find that you're comfortable alone. You may not trust people. You may not want to be vulnerable, but you cannot heal alone, because having a healthy, loving, caring support system is so crucial to your healing journey. You need healthy, positive people to help you change your narrative about relationships in general, about people in general. You need folks to show you that people can be trustworthy, people can be reliable, people can love you without hurting you. People can be there to listen, people can be there to support you, and they're not just trying to manipulate you, and they don't just want something from you. You need a place where you can go and vent and talk and feel safe and feel heard and feel seen. At the core of the wounded person who is drawn to the narcissist, there is a lack of self. There is a lack of not only knowing yourself, but not having a self that was validated or mirrored back to you as a child. You were not seen, heard, loved. You were not felt. You were not made to feel that you were worthy. So to have that later on in your life is a corrective emotional experience that cancels out the narrative that I'm not good enough, therefore I will never have any healthy relationships. I will never have any support. No one will ever see my worth and validate that to me. Now, y'all know I am all about self-love and finding all of that within yourself. But the reality is, self is not enough when you're going through recovery from trauma. You need a support system. You need people. And you may be thinking, oh, I'd rather do it alone. You may be able to do it alone, but what I've learned about myself in 2021 and what I think would be helpful to others is that you find people who can give you love and support because you deserve it. We want self-love. We need self-love first, but it doesn't have to stop there, and it shouldn't. We not only need to learn to love ourselves, but we need to surround ourselves with people who also can love us. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I want to add that because I think, with this whole self-love trend, it's a good thing. It's a good trend that's going on nowadays. I think sometimes we tend to forget that we need more than that. We need people. We were not meant to live in isolation. We were meant to live in community and form relationships and give love and be loved in return. So that's one of the lessons that I learned in 2021. And the third lesson that I learned about narcissistic abuse recovery in 2021 is that it is very helpful to have some kind of spiritual resource in your healing process. That was kind of the missing link for me. Like, I was doing as well as I thought I could with all the tangible resources that I had and all the emotional resources that I had. I went to therapy for a while, and I have my support system, people that I trust and talk to and get support from. And I had my journaling, and I had my meditation, and I was working out, and I was trying to take better care of myself, and I was feeling really good and doing my affirmations and really learning to love myself. But I kept feeling like something's missing. And I discovered that in those moments of meditation, because I had been doing meditation daily, probably for over a year. I discovered during the meditations that I found a sense of peace and connection to spirit that extended beyond myself, that I could not get from myself. So this was sort of a process of going inward to connect with something greater. For me, the universe, the collective, um, ancestors, going back to traditional spirituality, for me, not religion, but spirituality. And I found that I needed something that I could go to that could help me find peace within myself, regardless of what was going on internally or externally in my environment, regardless of my circumstances. I could connect to spirit and feel calm and feel peaceful and feel grounded. So I started this spiritual journey, and it started with meditation, and it has extended beyond that. So there are other things that I do to connect spiritually, and it has been life-changing for me, and it has absolutely been the missing link. It has absolutely been what I have needed to really push myself further in my healing journey. And the fourth lesson that I learned about narcissistic abuse recovery in 2021 is that it is possible to have a healthy relationship after narcissistic abuse. But let me tell you, it is only possible if you do the work on yourself. I am currently married to a completely different type of man. He's nice and he's not a narcissist like everyone else has been. And it's a healthy relationship. It's not perfect. No relationship is perfect. Obviously, it takes some work. But it was really hard in the beginning. I was used to drama, excitement in the form of chaos and unpredictability. And so I often felt, a little bored, and I wasn't sure how to make this relationship work. Doing the work on myself, I recognized that what was, exciting to me was actually a result of previous trauma and previous unhealthy, dysfunctional relationships. So I was so used to the highs and lows, the ups and downs, the extreme emotions. And when I didn't get that, I felt like something was missing in my relationship. So I had to learn how to be with a partner who is not toxic, a partner who is consistent, a partner whose emotions, for the most part, are pretty level, a partner who gives steady love and not explosive love, the love bombing, right? That's what we were used to, those of us who have been with narcissists. So it took some work, mostly the work on myself, to learn, for one, what a healthy relationship is, and secondly, to learn how to be in this relationship and be content and happy in this stable relationship, because it was completely different than what I was used to. And my husband and I have been married for 2 years, and I mean it's really great. He's a wonderful man. Life feels normal. Like I said, I had to get used to the feeling of normal, but it's peaceful. It's really peaceful. I made a video, which I will link at the end of this one, about why you need to avoid people who you are initially instinctively attracted to, because they're not good for you. I had to learn that. I had to allow myself to accept and be able to enjoy something different and someone different in my life. And I love it. And I'm happy. And he has played a tremendous role in my healing. So if you're wondering, well, can I ever be with a normal person, a healthy person? Am I going to be able to have a healthy relationship after all this? Yeah. Keep doing the work on yourself and you will be able to. And the fifth and last lesson that I have learned about narcissistic abuse recovery in 2021 is that learning to love yourself is your greatest tool for recovery. It's all about self-love, y'all. Now, I know I said it ain't only about self-love, and it's not, but you have to start there and you have to be able to maintain that. You have to be able to establish an identity, a self, figure out who you are, and learn to love that person. Radically accept that person. All of your flaws, all of your shortcomings, everything you don't like about yourself, learn to accept it. And that's what self-love is about. This isn't about, self-esteem, feeling good about myself. And no, it's about accepting myself and loving myself, even in those moments I don't feel good about myself. Even in those moments when I make mistakes, even in those moments when I know I'm not doing my best, I'm not looking my best, I'm not feeling my best, I still love me no matter what. Good days, bad days, all of it. I poured everything I have into myself. Like I said, it didn't stop there. The thing is, because I had so much love within me, because I was giving so much of it to myself, I had more to give. You can't give out what you don't have. I was able to pour more into my children. I was able to pour more into my husband. I was able to pour more into my hobbies, my interests, the things that I love, the things that I feel passionate about. I was able to do that because I had extra love, extra passion, extra fire, extra emotion to give away. And when I finally got to where I truly was in love with me, for one, I was never going to accept what I accepted in the relationship with the narcissist. Never. Not going to happen again. Because I knew my worth. I know who I am. I know my worth. I know my value. I know what I deserve. I know what I don't deserve. I know how important boundaries are. The greatest tool you'll have in your recovery. So if you don't know where to start, work on loving yourself. And what does that mean? Well, there are many different ways you can work on loving yourself, but I'll tell you the things that really kind of helped me in the beginning. Working through my unresolved childhood issues, being able to grieve all of the losses, all of what I didn't get, all of what I was led to believe I am, being not good enough, being unworthy. Being able to feel that, grieve that, and let it go, because you have to make space. You have to make space for the self-love. In order to do that, you have to be able to move those negative emotions out of the way. So I went back to that place and I felt those emotions and I grieved and I healed from that. And then I started to look at me and what I love about. Let's start with what I liked about me, what I liked about what I liked to do, what I didn't like, what my beliefs were. So I started to get to know myself, and then I started to do more of what made me happy. Once I was able to identify my likes and dislikes, okay, well, now I'm going to put more of myself into the things I like, the things that make me feel happy, the things that make me feel good. I'm going to choose those things. And I'm going to start saying no to things that I don't want, don't like, and don't make me feel good. Setting the boundaries. Daily affirmations. They helped a lot. Telling myself affirming positive statements that even if I didn't believe it in the beginning, it got into my subconscious mind and eventually I started to believe it. And practicing self-love through the 5 love languages. And I'll drop that video at the end as well. I made a video about how to love yourself using the 5 love languages. Think about how you love others. The same way that you give love to others, you can give that to yourself. If your love language is quality time, spend some quality time with yourself. If your love language is gifts, buy yourself a gift. So that's a way that you can express love to yourself. And just keep working on it every single day. And eventually you'll get there. So I just wanted to share these 5 lessons with you guys because it's really been helpful to me. And I've really made leaps in my healing journey. And I want you all to do the same. That's why I'm here. That's why I make these videos. So let me know what your thoughts are about these lessons that I've shared with you. And if you've learned any lessons about narcissistic abuse recovery, leave that in the comment section down below. It may be helpful to me. It may be helpful to others who are reading the comments. And if you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. It really does help with the algorithm. Share this video out with people who you think may benefit from it. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting on? I would love to have you be a part of this community. You guys have been amazing and supportive. Thank you all so much for watching my videos this year and for liking and commenting and just supporting me. It's really meant a lot to me. I remember when I first started this channel and it's growing, and I just wanted to help people, and looking at the comments, I believe that I'm able to do that. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do that. So that's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye.